When the Marvel and DC universe collided, Thanos faced off against Darkseid in a battle that tested the greatest heroes of two worlds. The heroes of DC and Marvel universe have fought each other plenty of times over the years, but it's rare when the villains actually get the chance to do the same. However, the battle between Thanos and Darkseid was so destructive that it required a host of heroes from both worlds to even keep it contained. Now we are taking a look back at how Thanos and Darkseid came to blow in 1996 DC vs Marvel and how their fight almost coincided with the end of both worlds. DC vs Marvel centers around the chaos caused by the brothers, cosmic representations of the DC and Marvel universe, coming into contact and conflict. Deciding a battle between themselves would lead to the eradication of all things. The pair decided to settle their differences by choosing champions from their worlds. The champions would battle their most similar opposites in an 11-fight tournament. The universe with the most victories would continue on, while the losing universe would be eradicated. In the process, the Marvel and the DC universe were briefly fused, allowing for heroes and villains from both universes to confront one another, even beyond the decisive fights. Initially, Thanos, the mad titan of Marvel universe, watches the chaos released by the bedlam caused by the tournaments. However, this shifts somewhat when he is confronted by his opposite number from the DC universe, Darkseid. The two posture at each for a moment, with Thanos noticing that a discipline of death versus a lord of destruction would be an interesting battle. But Darkseid is quick to insult Thanos by calling him nothing more than a pale imitation of the Tyrant of Apocalypse. The two battle in the background of the rest of the story, looked in combat that neither can gain the advantage in. As a private war raged, the Spectre and the Living Tribunal tried to force a compromise by fusing the Marvel and the DC universe into a single amalgam universe that saw these two briefly merge into a composite being called Thanoside. However, after Access is able to draw Captain America and Batman back to their natural forms as well as the rest of the universes, the two brothers become enraged and engage in combat. While the Spectre and the Living Tribunal try to contain this new chaos, the heroes of the two worlds find themselves dragged into the conflict between Thanos and Darkseid. The two powerful villains continue to try and kill each other despite the possible end of all reality. Wolverine is able to wound Thanos before being batted away, and the combined efforts of Wonder Woman, Thor, Shazam, Storm, Green Lantern and Silver Surfer can do little to stop the fight. Thor is even briefly knocked to the ground by Darkseid's Omega effect, which proves that the Asgardian is durable enough to survive them and that the new God's beam are powerful enough to ground an Asgardian. Briefly, the battle between the brothers genuinely starts to destroy both of them and the two superhero universe as well. All the heroes are horrified by the events, while Thanos and Darkseid look on at the darkness enveloping all that was and ever could be. While Darkseid watches everything with a sort of grim satisfaction, Thanos can barely contain his glee at the death of all things, admitting it's the most beautiful thing he did ever seen. Luckily for both realities, Access, who has the ability to force energies towards the brothers, is able to convey the lives of Captain America and Batman to the cosmic siblings, helping inspire them to give up their battle and decide that both universes are worthy of life. Thanos and Darkseid were eventually returned to their worlds and no true victor in their battle decided. However, it's still notable that a duel between the pair was casually enough to keep at bay some of the Justice League and Avengers' strongest members with relative ease. If the pair had a fully realized battle, it may be more than either universe could really stand. If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. See you in the next video.